Hi everyone, this is module number 110 for the subject of strategic human resource management. As in the last 10 modules or 12 modules of this chapter, we have been talking about the past research on the link between strategic human resource management and organizational performance. We have tried to critically evaluate the issues in the past research. We have tried to understand the critical linkages between SHRM practices and performance. We have tried to understand, or we have questioned the validity and reliability of that performance. As a result, we have to reach, or we have to sum up some of the things what we have discussed in the past. So the stage one, perhaps in the early 1990s to 2000, what was the research and what type of research was being conducted? So demonstrating the relationship between HR practices and performance. Simply the early era of research, or the early research on the link between on the field in the field of strategic human resource management, that actually examined the direct link between SHRM and performance. However, when it was criticized that that is where is the theory, how SHRM enhance organizational performance, then the stage two is when researchers started to examine or started to explore the black box. Black box refers in the field of, or in the research of a strategic human resource management, is something, an underlying mechanism or something in between the HR practices and the outcomes. So black box is a mediating variable, in other words. In more words, a black box answering the question of how HR practices impact on performance. So the in between HR practices and performance, lot of research has done in the last 10 years or 15 years. They have suggested that the HR practices enhance employees' ability, motivation, performance. They motivate employees, and they enhance organizational citizenship behavior, that is doing something voluntarily for the company. And a lot of black box in between things have been discovered, and scientific research has suggested that these are the reasons, or this is how HR practices enhance organizational performance. That was the stage two. The stage three is the process models of the relationship between HR practices and performance. When we talk about the process models, we are actually also including a more sequential models, where we say with this happens this, and that result in this, and that results in this. More process models, including more thing in the black box, and we are also including the various levels of performance. For example, the HR practices, the perception of employees of the HR practices and its impact on employee performance. The perception of group level HR practices and its impact on organizational performance. So the different levels of perceptions and different levels of processes performance, and the cross level of examination, and 1 and 2 and 3 steps, that are sequential or process models, where you say because of HR practices it enhances employee ability, and that enhances employee motivation and something as a result of this and that. So that is the third level of research that is being practiced, or we have observed that. However, what do we know about the relationship between HR practices and performance? As I said that हमें क्या पता है अभी तक जो past research है उससे हमें क्या पता लगता है? There is a positive relationship. The past research has demonstrated that there is a positive relationship between SHRM practices and performance. A dominant result जो research है वो यही कहती है कि invest in human resource management, and that investment will enhance your organizational performance. The positive relationship between HR practices and performance transcends boundary countries or across the boundaries. इसका मतलब है कि ये जो रिसर्च है यूएसए में हुई है या यूनाइटेड किंगडम में हुई है या किसी भी कंट्री में हुई है, इट ट्रांसेंड्स फ्रॉम बाउंड्रीज. तो इन अदर वर्ड्स कि दूसरे कंट्रीज़ में जहाँ पे और बहुत सारे कंट्रीज़ में भी जो रिसर्च हुई है, दैट आल्सो सुजेस्ट द सेम कि ये बाउंड्री स्पेसिफिक नहीं है कि विद इन यूएसए या यूके में ही जो है इन प्रैक्टिसेस से परफॉर्मेंस एनहांस हुई है. द पीपल वर्किंग इन द डेवलपिंग कंट्रीज, इवेंचुअली they are the people, they have emotions, they have feelings. So when they are treated well by the organization, in result they treat well their organization, or they do something good for their organization. Eventually you like to be treated fairly, just like the people in the west like to be treated fairly. तो जो अभी रिसर्च है उससे ये भी पता लगा है, जो अब तक रिसर्च हुई है, कि ये सिर्फ रिसर्च हुई तो यूएसए यूके में है, बट इट इज़ एप्लीकेबल इन अदर developing countries as well. And the third thing what we know is that bundling single HR practice is not sufficient. You have to bundle the related HR practices, and that result more and better, and or they are more effective rather than single practice alone. Thank you.